All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for Natas level 13 from the Natas CTF labs on overthewire.org. So what is going on this web app here? It says for security reasons, we now only accept image files. So we're dealing with a vulnerable file upload scenario here. And let's talk a little bit about what's happening here. So we're talking about file upload attacks. So this is Natas level 13, not 12, but the same thing is happening. So what are file upload attacks? So file upload attacks are a type of web app hack where malicious files can be uploaded to a web server and then accessed on the web app, executing the code within the uploaded malicious files. So in order to perform a file upload attack, there are 3 conditions that must be met. So number 1 is there must be a way to upload files to the web accessible location via a web app or another service. So that could be FTP or SMB, but most of the time it's within the web app itself. So the second condition is the upload location must be known to us. So if we upload a malicious file, but we don't know where it was uploaded to, it's not something that we can abuse. And number 3, the app must be able to execute code, for example, PHP or ASP. In this case, this application runs PHP. So the app lets you upload files, and a lot of apps only let you upload files of a certain type. In this case, we're talking about picture files. So the second condition that we need to meet is the code execution condition. So file upload attacks will not work unless the web application executes the code in files. So PHP is a classic example, and web apps that host PHP files are a good indicator that an app is vulnerable. And the last condition is the known upload location condition. So the last condition of the file upload attack is the ability to access the malicious file you upload to the application. So this app explicitly lets us know where the upload files are located in the app. So let's go ahead and solve Natas level 13, which is the same app but with a filter on it. So this app works very similar to the one in the last level, except that it checks the file type before uploading using the exif image type function. So if we go over to the application here, there's a link where we can see the source code that was used to create the app. So if we put this in the window, we're going to see here the PHP code that is used to run this web application. So this is basically a function that creates a random name and assigns it to whatever we upload, and it creates a random directory path. And we see here that it's checking to see if the file that we upload is an image by checking the magic bytes of the file or the file header to make sure that it fits the file header of an image file. So how does this work? Let's do a little demonstration. So let me take a look at my notes. So in the notes here, it says that there is a JPEG file over here on our Kali Linux machine. And we're just going to move into the temporary directory and download, and we're going to move that file into our current directory. Actually, we're going to copy it. Okay, so we have a sample file that we're going to upload, and it's very small. Okay. So we're just going to select this file over here to upload, and we're going to upload the file. When we upload the file, we see that it tells us exactly where it's been uploaded to, and we can access it. So this is actually a very small JPEG file. It's just a couple of pixels over here. So to solve the level, we're actually going to be using a tool called Burp Suite. And Burp Suite is a tool that we can use to what is the word? To repeat web requests. Burp Suite is a very common web app security tool. And in this case, we're going to be using it to intercept web requests and replay them. So after we set up Burp Suite, we can go over to the proxy, and in the web proxy, we can open up the Burp Suite browser. The Burp Suite browser is a web browser which is connected to Burp Suite. Okay, so what we're going to do inside of Burp Suite is we're going to load up the Natas 13 web page. So this is the Burp Suite browser. It is connected to Burp Suite. Everything inside of Burp Suite, everything that is recorded by the browser is going to be recorded in Burp Suite. So Natas 13 is the username. The password is here. Okay, so we log in, and we're just going to simulate the legitimate file upload. We're going to upload this 2x2 JPEG file. Click on Upload File, and we see that it's been uploaded. We also know where it is. Okay, so what we can do is we can go over to Burp Suite, and we can take a look at that web request that we used to upload the file. So we see here it's the post request to Natas 13. We can click on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the repeater tool. So we right click and then we select send to repeater. So this request over here that posts the picture file to the web application is now going to be in the repeater tab here. And we can see all of the information that was used to send the request. In this case, the application is checking to see if what we send is a picture file by doing this function right here. Where is it? Exif image type, and this is a PHP function. So the PHP function, it checks to see if the image type being sent by the web request says that it is an image. And if we go over to our Burp Suite, this is where we indicate that this is an image JPEG. So content type image JPEG in the request. It's also checking the header. So it's checking to see that if the first few bytes of the content contain these magic bytes. Okay, so what we can do here is we can go in and we can delete everything after the magic bytes that is the file header for the JPEG image. So we're just going to go in, edit the request so that everything after the magic bytes is blank. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in some PHP code in the file contents. So the PHP code we're going to put in is over here. And the PHP code is going to print off the password for the next level for us. So we're currently working on Natas level 13. Let me illustrate what the payload is in PHP. Okay, so we're running some PHP code in our malicious file. We've got our PHP tags over here, and we're going to run an echo command in PHP, and we're going to echo out the output of file get contents, this function inside of PHP. And we're going to get the contents of a file on the server called etc natas webpass natas 14. This is the payload we're going to include in our malicious file upload, and this is going to print out the password for the next level for us. We're just going to copy that. We're going to go back to our Burp Suite. In Burp Suite, we're going to include the file header here. We're going to paste in the malicious PHP code, and we need to change the file extension for this. So the file extension is over here. It is this random string here, .jpg. This isn't going to work unless the file we upload has the PHP file extension. So we're going to change the JPEG file extension to PHP, and then we're going to send this payload off. We're going to send the request, and in the response, we get 200 OK. If we take a look at the render view, this is what it says. So the file upload / the file name over here has been uploaded. If we go back to our pretty format, we can grab the file location to which the file was uploaded. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back to the Burp Suite browser. We're going to navigate to this page. And we see that this is the password for the next level. So the reason why there's this garbage at the front is because this is the file header for the file we uploaded, but we also have the password, which is the PHP payload which was executed, which prints out the password for the next level. So we're just going to grab this. So Natas 14, this is the password. All right, everybody. So this was a guided walkthrough for Natas level 13 from the Natas CTF game on overthewire.org. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out!
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.